My ex-girlfriend cheated on me with a guy, got pregnant, and tried to convince me that the baby was mine.
Bruh.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
This takes dodging accountability to a whole nother level. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So today I got a clip for you guys from a woman on TikTok who we can all clearly see is a stud lesbian. Now, we always talk about the stats in terms of the divorce rates being higher between lesbian couples, cheating, domestic cases, and what have you. And with all that being said, I found this story to be very, very interesting, and you're going to get a bit of a laugh, and you're going to shake your head. Your chin might even drop to the floor. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, I will warn you guys, this video is a bit long. It's like almost 10 minutes long, so I'll probably say a few words here and there just to chop it up, but you know, for the most part, I'm going to let her rock out so that way she can share her story. Let's keep it moving.
Story time on how my ex-girlfriend cheated on me with a guy, got pregnant, and tried to convince me that the baby was mine.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Right, you lot were hounding me for this one. You lot took it to the DMs and all sorts. So yeah, I'm just going to share this story. Right, now this was a long time ago. We're talking about 8 years ago. And yes, I do count the years. I met this girl out once. So I was out clubbing, gay clubbing, and started talking to this girl. We exchanged numbers. Now, I'm not going to lie, guys. She was fire. Like beautiful. Do you know what I mean? And we got talking. Now, as soon as we started kind of talking on the phone, the first red flag was she started trauma dumping. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like trauma dumping is a big red flag. And I must say, the level of mental health we're dealing with here is super severe. Like, some of the stuff that she had went through, I'll be real, guys. If it was me, I would have left Earth a long time ago. I'm not going to lie. So please bear that in mind as I tell this story. And it, like, obviously, yeah, the thought process and everything was just all messed up. So we got talking. Now, there was always like sexual chemistry between us. I'm not gonna lie, like it was very strong. But pretty early on, I kind of noticed that she weren't okay, let's just say. And when I had met her, she was actually in a relationship at the time. And you know, like, I don't know if you have any of those friends where you can see how they are in a relationship and you just know you will never go there. Like, you just think, I will never go there. Like, it can't work. And our friendship was very turmoil. You know, we would argue, we'll make up again, argue. And just to give you an idea to the extent of it, like, every time we argued, for example, we won't speak for weeks, sometimes a couple months. And it would always end up in her threatening me. Like, she would always threaten to unalive me. I'm not joking. You know, she would turn up at my house sometimes and, you know, try and pop my tires, try and smash up my yard. Like, she was all over the place. And so our friendship lasted about 2 years before we started dating. So it was on and off, just crazy. And, you know, I used to have this thing called like savior syndrome. Maybe some of you can relate. You know, I've got a big heart. So, you know, I always try to, obviously I'm different now. I can't run that on me now, but, you know, I always try and give people grace. Do you know what I mean? Like, I try and understand where they've come from, you know, and I try not judge their decision makings, you know. I try not to judge their decision making, basically. And so, yeah, like I said, she used to threatened my family as well. She was pretty manipulative, and I'm not trying to speak bad on her. This is just my perspective. Like I said, there's always mine, hers, and somewhere in the middle of the truth, right? And we got close, you know. I always made sure that I never done anything physical with her, as in I never put myself in any compromising situations. I never let a camera on mine. I never went to hers. Every time we met, it was in a public place because I knew if me and an attractive girl in a room, I just knew it would be game over. So I never put myself in that position because I just never wanted to go there. So after about 2 years of us having this turmoil friendship, I remember one of my friends had said to me, "Do you know what? You might as well just give her a chance and date her because nobody likes her but you." And the reason why she said this because she also threatened my friends. She used to threaten and call them to unalive them all. I don't know why she wanted to unalive everybody, but and it sounds crazy. And look, I know you lot obviously that last TikTok I made, you lot were laughing, kiki and carking, but it was actually very traumatic, guys. I'm not even joking.
And honestly, this is probably the biggest red flag that she ignored based on what she's telling so far. When you are dealing with a woman who is threatening to unalive other people so freely, and in some cases unaliving herself, I've dealt with this in both cases. Those are women that you just gotta walk away from, you guys. Ain't no saving them. Those are women that just gotta heal themselves and do the work themselves. And like she said, she's been through a lot of severe trauma and trauma dumped on her. So it kind of is unfortunate, but based on what she's saying, it makes sense why she's acting out this way and behaving this way in front of you. You saw these red flags, but clearly you ignored them. Let's keep it moving.
And so one of my friends had convinced me, like, look, just give her a chance because why not? Like, you guys have been friends for 2 years now. There must be something about her that you like. I still blame my friend till this day. I still blame my friend till this day.
Get the French toast out of here. Can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Yeah, you thought I was gonna let that shit slide? Nah. You ain't just gonna. You just ain't gonna try to slide that in like we ain't see that on the table, G. Nah, I heard that loud and clear. I tell you, boy, the lack of accountability on both ends. On both ends. See what I'm saying? How are you gonna sit over here and blame your friend for a decision that you made? For choosing a person that you wanted to deal with, even when you saw all the red flags, prior you even getting involved with her romantically. Oh, let's keep it moving, man. This is funny as hell.
This day, I thought, you know what, maybe she's right. So cut a long story short, we kind of started seeing each other. Now I had gone over to her house. First mistake I made, and obviously, went to her house and we done adult things, as it happens. And then the next red flag for me, well, this was like the third or fourth red flag. She told me like she had loved me the next day, which I found that very uncomfortable, and I thought, I kind of messed up with this situation. But I kind of, dipped my foot in it, so I thought I'm just gonna see this through now. So we started dating and we were officially together. Now, we didn't date long, by the way. It was like 6 weeks. That's how much I could have taken of this girl. Now, the first time we started dating, I remember she started talking to this other stud. Now, I knew this stud, and she was obsessed with this stud, and I couldn't understand why. And to cut a long story short, she ended up cheating on me first time with this stud. Like, and the way I found that out was because I remember I was at her place one time, and she kept saying, can you meet her? Can you meet her? So I already know who the girl is, and it was pissing me off that you're obsessed with this girl. And then I did the phone test. When you like grab someone's phone and then their reaction. Obviously, I don't do stuff like that now. Like I said, it's a long time ago, guys. Don't judge me. And then I knew right there and then there was something going on. So she admitted to me that the girl liked her, but she pretended that she didn't like the girl. And then I said, I feel uncomfortable with your friendship, so I didn't want her to be friends with the girl anymore. And then 1 minute she'll say, okay, I won't be friends with her. And then 2-3 days later, she'll be like, no, I really want to be friends with her. So it got to a point where I said, you know what, do what you want. Like, I can't deal with this. And then when one time she said she went to go hang out with her, and I said, you know what, you're actually taking a piss. Like I'm over this. I'm over this relationship. This cheeky girl, after we had this big argument, she must have Snapchatted a video of her going to this girl's house, and they were laying in bed. They weren't doing nothing, but they were just laying in bed. I was fuming, like my ego was hurt, everything. And there's a lot I've done for this girl as well, And so, anyways, after I saw that, I kind of just broke off with her, yeah. And then she called me a few days later, crying, threatening to unalive me again. My life was threatened many times. And then I thought to myself, look, I know she's cheated on me, but I need to figure out how it's true. So I said to her, look, you got one chance to admit the truth to me. If I find out you're lying, you will never, ever have me again. And she panicked and obviously admitted to it, and I was fuming. So anyways, there's some big hoo-ha. I broke up with her. Now, we had broken up at this point, so this is the first time she cheated on me. She cheated on me twice, as far as I know. Hey, it could have been many times, I don't know. Now, when we broke up, we had been broken up about 4 weeks at this time. This girl was texting me, calling me. So many numbers I've had to block, so many Instagrams I've had to block. Like, she was just crying. 1 minute she'll be trying to graft me, the next minute threatening to unalive me again. It just kept going on and on. And then one day,
Yeah, sounds like you was dealing with a fatal attraction. Yo, let me get this straight. You know what? This is a good example. You know what, guys? Because let me tell you something. I've been in a similar situation. Because you know what she mentioned earlier. She said, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, girl, man. Shorty was fire. This was lust. This was lust and a lack of having an abundance mindset. That's what this was. That's what I think this was. If this was somebody that was used to getting attractive women on a regular basis, you probably wouldn't have stressed out about this chick like that for real. Because that's kind of the vibe that I'm catching. Because you put up with a lot of bullshit. I understand this woman said, you know, she wants to give people grace and she's not judgmental, but at some point in time, you got to start putting your mental health first as well. You know what I mean? I would say that regardless of gender. For real. Because to put up with this kind of bullshit, nobody should have to put up with this kind of mess, regardless of gender. Real talk. Let's keep it moving. Because this is where it gets juicy.
and then one day she must have messaged me a picture of an ultrasound scan. Now, guys, I don't know anything about babies. I don't even know like how many weeks you can get an ultrasound scan. But she sent me a picture of an ultrasound scan, and I was like, what? And I was just like taken back by it. And you know that feeling when you get like a picture, your heart starts doing pitter patter, yeah. And I thought to myself, I'm not gonna lie, and maybe some of my lesbianos out there can relate. Just think about it, girls. Yeah, think about it. If you've dealt with a girl and you suddenly get a picture of like a scan, an ultrasound scan, just for a second, don't judge me, guys. Just for a second, I thought, right, is that mine? Like just for 0.1, just for 0.1 of a second, I thought, is that mine?
Wait a minute, what the hell? You serious? You stupid. You must unlearn what you have learned.
And my heart was going off, and I thought, no, I'd like behave yourself. And I said, what's this? So she mentioned I'm pregnant. My heart just dropped because I thought, not only did I know you cheated on me and you're stressing me out about trying to get back with me, now how are you pregnant? Because you cheated on me with a girl, so I don't understand where this guy, what guy was involved. You know what I mean? So at this point, she must have been calling me. I said, why are you calling me? She's like, I'm pregnant. I said, what's that got to do with me? She's like, yeah, it's yours. Bruh. I just hung up. I was pissed. And I thought, wait, what? What do you mean it's mine? She's like, are you going to help me look after the kid?
Nope.
I said, are you actually all right? Why would I help you look after this kid? It's nothing to do with me. And I said, furthermore, how many weeks are you? She says to me, 6 weeks. So I'm there like doing up calculations like, wait, we've been broken up for 4 weeks at this point. And you're telling me you're 6 weeks pregnant. So that means you must have got with someone Do you know what I mean? When we were together.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
And I'm just all sorts of pissed. I thought I'm never dealing with this girl again. Like, yeah, I was upset, but it was so much drama. I was just kind of like, I wanted to be done with it, innit? This girl did not leave me, and I have to make this very clear. Like I said, the mental health was mental health. In guys, I had my own baby reindeer episodes. She was Martha levels. Do you get it? And just to give you an understanding of actually the depths of her trauma, yeah. Like till this day, it's 8 years on. Till this day, she still calls me. She still creates. I don't know how many Instagram accounts I've probably blocked of hers. Maybe 15. How many numbers of hers I've blocked? Too many. But this time's running out. I'm gonna do a part 2.
Oh no, I think we heard enough. There's really not a need for a part 2 because the more you tell, the more you look stupid for putting up with all for putting up with all that shit. What in the hell? And yes, she did cheat on you with another man while y'all were together based on your calculations. You are correct, ma'am. And you got to think it takes a minute for a woman to conceive, so you can add an even little bit longer time than the 6 weeks that she was preferring. So good God knows how long she was screwing that man before she got pregnant. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. I think this was a very interesting video given, like I said, the stats when it comes to lesbian couples. They say, it's always the man's fault. Well, how y'all gonna blame this one on them, right? If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.